Since the month of February is known as Heart Health Month, I thought hawthorn was a fitting herb to bring to today's topic since we just passed Valentine's Day. Studies confirm traditional use of hawthorn berries helps strengthen and normalize heartbeat, prevent and reduce heart arrhythmias, and guard against oxygen deficiency. Hi, I'm Mary Bourne, traditional naturopath, and I love sharing natural remedies with people. Natural remedies have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years, and they work on people, so they're very safe. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope that this video is, you can give me a thumbs up because you really like it and that you share it with other people. If you subscribe and click on the little bell, you'll be notified each week when I present, and do this about once a week. So during the 2021, I have decided to check off some single herbs that I really like. And so far we've talked about garlic and elderberry and ginger, and I hope that you go back and look at some of these videos. I do try to keep it within a half hour, and so they're really quick to get through. So today's focus is hawthorn. Look at those beautiful red berries. So although traditionally natural health people do not like to pigeonhole herbs because they're so eclectic. They work on a variety of situations because they're working on supporting health. Although hawthorn is especially helpful for heart health, and that's why I've labeled it such. So hawthorn berries have shown to be a particular benefit to the cardiovascular system. There are multiple studies that link to it and also link to the safety of taking hawthorn in both the berry, and you can make teas out of the flowers and the leaves. The whole plant basically is very healthy. So pericarditis is inflammation of the sac that surrounds the heart. So there's a fluid-filled sac that protects the heart. And according to Dr. Axe, hawthorn berry, I'm not even going to attempt that Latin name, sometimes called the heart herb, has cardioprotective abilities, including helping to prevent conditions that raise the risk for pericarditis, such as angina, high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries, irregular heartbeat, and even congestive heart failure. Now, my mother passed away when I was only 20 years old of congestive heart failure. So it does run in the family, and hawthorn has been a very good friend of mine. I take it on occasion. So I rotate a lot of my supplements. And so for 1 month, I will concentrate on this, and the next month I will concentrate on something else. And so this herb is a major one, along with taking CoQ10. Now, CoQ10 I will take every single day for the rest of my life because it does help in so many ways with oxygen in the blood. So this particular herb has been used for heart health since the 1st century, and we know it to be safe and effective. So it's so in fact, hawthorn has been used to treat heart disease all the way back to the 1st century. So fast forward to the early 1800s, and doctors in the United States were using this medicinal herb for respiratory and circulatory disorders as well. So there's an element of it because of the way it helps with oxygen, that it also helps in respiratory. So most people take it in capsule form, but it has been made into tea by opening the capsule and adding some to hot water, and you can add a little honey to make it more palatable. So this herb is also known as thorn apple, and it has really long thorns in it. And a side note, it is what they thought the crown that was put on Jesus's head for the crucifixion was made out of this thorn apple bush. So it's really a global herb. They find it in China, they find it in the Mediterranean, of course, it's in the United States, and there are a lot of different varieties of it, and they're all considered to be heart tonics, and most of them help with respiratory support. They also have a great help for digestion, and they're a great antioxidant. So that's why it can help so many different things, because when you think of an antioxidant, think of an apple that goes brown unless you put lemon juice on it. So that's what an antioxidant prevents. It's more like anti-aging. It's also anti-inflammatory, and many of the diseases that we consider chronic are due to inflammation. So if you are already on heart medication, it's always a good idea to talk to a medical doctor when adding Hawthorn, especially if you're taking medication that may lower your blood pressure. This, because of the effectiveness of Hawthorn, you want to be constantly monitoring it. So it is loaded with wonderful benefits, valuable and well-known medicine in many countries. Today, botanist, research scientist, and co-author Christopher Hobbs says Hawthorn is an official herb pharmaceutical in Brazil, China, France, Germany, Russia, and Switzerland. So look at the broad areas of the globe that have this herb and know the benefits of it. And it used to be well known in the US, but unfortunately, the pharmaceutical industry is so strong here and their lobby is so strong that a lot of our effective herbs are not allowed to be talked about because they want to sell medicine. So it's an ingredient in 213 commercial European herbal formulas, mostly for the treatment of cardiovascular problems. Herbalists in England, Eastern Europe, Poland, and the US as well use the leaves and flowers from the common hawthorn, Ratagus monogynia, and English hawthorn. But the entire plant is loaded with valuable phytonutrients. Phytonutrients, the word phyto means plant. So the plant is high in nutritional value. So the leaves, the flowers, the berries. Now, you want to make sure that the berries are this beautiful bright red color, and that will have the highest amount of herbal benefit. Hawthorn's antioxidant flavonoids improve blood flow, guard against blood vessel damage, and even help to dilate blood vessels. Even though it is best known for being a heart tonic, it is also used to support respiratory and digestive health. And of course, it's this great antioxidant. So every part of the hawthorn bush was used to make medicines in ancient Greece and Asia, the flowers, the berries, the leaves, the stems, and even the bark. So Commission E, a branch of the German government that studies and approves herbal treatments, has endorsed the use of hawthorn as an herbal safe treatment. Too often people don't know about the health benefits of simple foods. Please share these videos with your friends so that they too can be encouraged. You know, if there comes a time when people can't get medicine, we never know. I mean, we couldn't get food for a while there. The grocery stores were running low. And the same thing may happen with herbs. So it's really important to have a great understanding of herbs and to have some even as a backup system in case something should go wrong. So stress impacts the heart, and I believe that when one acts proactively to take supplements, it is far better than reacting to situations that may end you up in the emergency room. So a double-blind placebo-controlled study was conducted to determine the effects of hawthorn berries on 120 participants with weakened heart function. And researchers found those receiving hawthorn berries demonstrated enhanced cardiac function and reported subjective improvement in symptoms such as heart palpitations and shortness of breath. So I have to put a word in here about using a cloth covering across your nose and mouth, because that inhibits your body's ability to get the oxygen you need. The heart, the brain, all need good amounts of oxygen. And I know that you can get a reader like on your phone, an app where it tells whether or not your oxygen levels are optimum. They can put little things on your finger to determine whether your body is oxygen deprived. I highly recommend that you do that if you are a person that in your job, it requires you to wear a mask for a long period of time. So just a word to the wise on that. The benefits of walking and drinking water and a healthy diet are also important in good heart health. I encourage you to go to the full-length articles that I've put links in for Dr. Axe and Dr. Mercola. So Hawthorn has helped with insomnia and sleep issues. In a recent video I did on Saturday, we talked about hawthorn and insomnia. Sleep issues was the main topic, and I was actually quite surprised to see hawthorn listed there. But it also helps with edema and kidney due to being a natural diuretic. It has helped people with gout and fluid buildup, anxiety, memory, menopausal symptoms, and type 2 diabetes. And I think a lot of this is because of the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effect of this. Now, according to Flower Essence Society and traditional Chinese medicine, hawthorn flower should be used by anyone with a history of heart disease, accompanied by related forms of tension. But it is also helpful in a broader manner for those who push intensively with their will forces. So in other words, they push through a particular situation, and that's their personality. And just as the physical heart expresses itself through expansion and contraction, the systole and diastole of blood pressure, so also does the soul need to learn to direct these forces in how daily life is approached. So in other words, the swings of daily life, nothing is just plain flat. we have stresses and we learn to deal with that. We have lessons that have to be learned, and taking some deep cleansing breaths and understanding that this is part of life, teaching children that this is part of life is really important. We do not want to close our heart off to hurt, because hurt and joy and love are part of this rhythm that we have to go through. So today's botanists, research scientists, and all of the nutritional doctors agree that hawthorn is a great and valuable herb. You can add it as a tea. You can take it just as a capsule on a daily basis. It's recommended twice a day. And there's a link in the description below if you want to try some hawthorn berry capsules, and you can get it at a 25% discount by using that link. So want to make sure. Oh, so here's the thing. In Celtic mythology, the hawthorn was a threshold plant that one must encounter in order to acquire the necessary soul forces of courage, ferocity, and enduring strength on the spiritual journey. So hawthorn is especially related to how the heart uses the will forces, and the type A personality who isn't comfortable with just sitting at a light and maybe meditating for that minute or so, and is anxious and wants to get on with their next to whatever, could use hawthorn. And if you have heart disease in your family, to be proactive about it is very, very beneficial. So if you need help with specific situations, I hope that you contact me through my email address, drmary@bornforhealth.com. And if you're viewing this on YouTube, would you please send me a like and comment? Be sure to share and subscribe. I would love to hear from you if you have any questions about how hawthorn berry can benefit you, and get control of your health by focusing on herbs and healthy eating, and make this the best winter. We're experiencing a cold one here in Michigan. So incorporate these techniques into your daily life, and be sure to share these videos with your friends. I want to thank you for viewing. Until next time, this is Dr. Mary for the Health of It. And remember, adding special foods to your diet can help you be healthier. So go out and make this a great day. Thank you.